Hello and happy summer solstice 2025. I wanted to do a little video today because it is the summer solstice. It is the longest day of the year and the shortest night. And today, thousands of people all over the world will be celebrating the summer solstice. But what does that mean? So, it is a celebration of light and life. It is the acknowledgement that the light in the world is what gives us light. You know, if the sun was not shining down, our plants would not grow, the animals would not grow, we would not grow. We actually have a symbiotic relationship with the earth and the sun. And so ancient cultures from all over the world followed the sun and the moon and the stars and the seasons, and they honored all of these different things that happened around the world. And so the summer solstice was a sacred turning point. It was like a pause. And so it actually appears like the sun actually stands still on the summer solstice, and it stands there until it changes direction. And so it became a time to honor the light, but not just the light from the sun, but the light within every single person. We have the ability to illuminate so many different aspects of ourselves if we're willing to just accept the light that we carry within us. And so the summer solstice is a time for us to reflect on our growth, reflect on our personal expansion. You know, it's a time for us to honor the sacred masculine and the sacred feminine. The summer solstice has long been associated with both the sacred feminine and the sacred masculine, and it is the divine union of the two that come together and weave their energies in like a sacred dance. And it is the acknowledgement that you need to have the feminine and the masculine to find balance, right? It is the balance of the energies within the universe, within the earth, within ourselves. And it was that acknowledgement and honoring and grateful for everything that we have within us, right? And so the summer solstice is a great time for us to reflect inward on our inward journey. Where have we come from? What seeds have we planted? Are the seeds that we planted in the spring, are they germinating? Are they flourishing? Are they still in the shadows because we haven't been watering them? And if we haven't been watering them, that's okay. We can still, water them now because there's lots of plants that can get planted in June and still flourish and be harvested in the fall. And so it's a time for us to step back and to do that personal inward journey and to illuminate ourselves, to shine light on those things, to say, am I standing in my truth? Am I honoring myself? Am I grateful for what I have in life? And if I'm not, what aspects do I need to illuminate that light onto? Do I need to set new goals because maybe I've set the bar too high and maybe I need to be a little bit more realistic in what I want? And what growth have I done and what expansion have I done? And am I happy with that? I'm halfway through the year. Am I going to accomplish what I want to accomplish? And so the summer solstice became a time of reflection. It was a time to honor the outward journey that we've done, but also the inward journey that we had done, right? It is a time for us to ask those hard questions. Am I being true to myself? That's a hard one for most people to actually answer. Am I standing in my truth? Am I afraid to speak up? Am I honoring my personal boundaries? Am I setting my personal boundaries? Am I allowing people to walk all over me? Am I, standing in my confidence, right? Like there's all these things that we can ask ourselves in the summer solstice to shine light. Like that's the whole purpose. What can we shine a light on to become the best versions of ourselves? And this is what our ancient ancestors did. Our ancient ancestors honored these times of year because it gave them a time to step out of life, to step out of the normal, to step out of the mundane that they were doing, and to check in with themselves, to check in and say, hey, am I on the right path? Am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Do I need to shine light on anything? Am I growing? Am I not growing? Right? And so this is a perfect time for us to sit back, reflect, connect to the earth, right? Like, when was the last time you spent time in nature? When was the last time you walked barefoot out on the grass? When was the last time you hugged a tree? When was the last time that you allowed the stillness of nature to be imbued into your spirit and reset your body? Nature has the ability to reset us on a mind, body, soul, perspective. And so just spending time in nature is so important for us, especially if we live in the city and we don't get out into green space. And so the summer solstice is about honoring ourselves, honoring the light within us, acknowledging the longest day of the year and the shortest night, because that's about keeping the balance. It's about honoring that, yes, my shadow is here, but I'm going to shine light more so in my life right now, right? And then we have the reverse when we're at the winter solstice, where we honor our shadow and we work on our shadow, not so much our light, right? And so it's about finding those balances in life and moving forward. And so I encourage you to spend some time today. Ask yourselves, what do I need to shine light on? What truth within myself do I need to shine light on so I can become the best version of myself? What aspects in my life do I need to illuminate so I can either remove them, so I can acknowledge them, so I can set boundaries on, right? It's about reflecting and expanding and moving forward so that we are constantly growing to become the best versions of ourselves. That's ultimately why we're here. We're not here for any other reason than to develop our soul, right? If you develop your soul, you develop your life. It is that simple. And so whatever you choose to do today, I hope that you spend some time and reflect on, what does the summer solstice mean to you? And how are you going to honor you, and how are you going to honor the solstice? And actually tap into the energy of the solstice. It's all about vibrations and frequencies, and we can tap into that energy, and we can use that energy to our advantage if we need to shine light on things, if we need to break through things, if we need to actually illuminate aspects of our lives that we want to become better at. And so we can use the energy to catapult us to become better versions of ourselves. So happy summer solstice 2025. I am wishing you the very best of days, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.